Hello, dear reader. I hope you're doing well. As we are approaching the end of our journey together, I also hope that you are already beginning to feel more at peace with yourself. Today, I would like to talk to you about something that I believe is often misunderstood. People frequently say that in order to tell someone else no, you first need to say yes to yourself. I don't entirely agree. Most of the time, before you can say no to another person, you first have to say no to yourself. Not no to who you are, but no to the illusion that you have no limits. The first step is recognizing your limits. Throughout this chapter, we discovered that every healthy boundary begins with a limit. But recognizing your limits is already difficult. Your ideal ego tells you who you should be. Your dependencies tell you what you should keep giving. Your fears tell you what you might lose. And all these voices can become so loud that you stop hearing your own reality. Instead of asking, "What can I genuinely give?" you start asking, "What do other people expect from me?" Coming back to yourself means reversing that movement. It means asking again, what is actually true for me? Then comes the hardest part, saying no to yourself. Many people think that accepting yourself means telling yourself yes. Sometimes it does, but very often, accepting yourself begins with saying no. No, I can't keep working 12 hours a day without becoming exhausted. No, I can't always be available for everyone. No, I can't save every relationship. No, I can't continue pretending that this situation doesn't affect me. Notice something. These sentences are not pessimistic. They are realistic. They are descriptions of reality. And remember what we learned in day 3. Reality sometimes says no, but that no often hides another yes. When reality tells you, no, you cannot continue living like this, it may also be saying, yes, there is another way to live. When reality tells you, no, you cannot do everything, it may also be saying, yes, you can finally protect your health, your energy, and your relationships. You cannot build a healthy life by fighting against reality. You build it by starting from reality. Only then can you communicate your limits. Once you have accepted your own reality, it becomes much easier to communicate it. Instead of saying, "I don't want to," you can simply say, "I can't. I can't stay any longer tonight. I can't take on another project this week. I can't continue this conversation if we're shouting at each other." Notice that these sentences are not attacks. They are not criticisms. They do not tell another person what they should do. They simply describe your own reality. That is what a healthy boundary is, not a weapon, not a punishment, not a rejection. A simple description of what is true for you. Then, be patient. Many people expect a boundary to change everything immediately. Relationships rarely work that way. Some people will understand your limit straight away. Others will need time. Some relationships may even disappear. That does not necessarily mean your boundary was wrong. Healthy relationships adapt to reality. And reality takes time. Give yourself time. Give other people time. Observe what changes very often. The benefits appear gradually. Relationships become more honest, more balanced, more peaceful. Finally, I would like to leave you with one last thought. I think we need to rehabilitate the word no. Today, we live in a culture that constantly celebrates yes. You can do anything. Never surrender. No limits. Manifest your dreams. Positive vibes only. Some of these messages can be inspiring, but they can also become dangerous when they encourage us to ignore reality. Because the more we glorify limitless potential, the harder it becomes to recognize our actual limits. And if we cannot recognize our limits, we cannot truly know ourselves. Accepting your limits is not giving up. It is not becoming weaker. It is becoming more real. And paradoxically, it is only when you begin from reality that you give yourself the greatest chance of growing beyond it, whenever growth is truly possible. Some limits can be expanded. Others deserve to be respected. Wisdom lies in learning the difference. I'll see you tomorrow for the final day of our journey together.